If you are hearing this, it is because the quiet ache in your soul has finally become a roar that you can no longer ignore. This message is the confirmation you have been searching for in the silent hours of the night, a sign that you are not breaking down, but breaking open. It is a message for the woman who sits in her car in the driveway, gathering the strength to walk through the front door and put on a smile that doesn't reach her eyes. It is for the woman who scrolls through photos of a life that looks perfect on the outside, yet feels hollow on the inside. You feel a profound sense of exhaustion that sleep cannot touch, a weariness that is not in your bones, but in your spirit. It's the feeling of being a stranger in your own life, performing a role you never auditioned for, speaking lines that taste like ash in your mouth. You've become an expert at pretending, a master of holding it all together. But the truth is, the foundation is cracking. The job that once defined you now feels like a cage. The responsibilities that once gave you purpose now feel like chains. This isn't ingratitude. It is not a failure. It is a sacred rebellion, a holy refusal whispered from the deepest part of you. It is the first tremor of a seismic shift, the moment your soul finally says, "No more." You are not losing your mind. You are finding your truth. And that truth is demanding a life that is not just lived, but felt. A life that is not just survived, but savored. Your journey is sacred. If this message resonates with the truth in your own heart, honor it in the comments below. I am here to bear witness to your story. The journey begins not with a lightning strike, but with a slow, creeping dawn of awareness. It starts with the small things. The way you catch your reflection in a window and don't recognize the person staring back. The way the laughter at a dinner party sounds like it's coming from a great distance. You are there, but you are not present. Your body is in the room, but your soul is somewhere else, pacing a shoreline, searching for a lighthouse that has long since gone dark. This feeling of misalignment is a profound and lonely ache. You were taught that success was a ladder to be climbed, each rung another achievement, another validation. You climbed it dutifully. You reached for the next hold. You did everything you were supposed to do. But you reached a certain height and realized the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. And the view from up here isn't one of triumph, but of a vast, empty landscape. The world sees your strength, your capability, your resilience. They see the woman who can handle anything, the one who never drops a ball. But they don't see the silent crumbling that happens when the lights go out. They don't feel the tremor in your hand as you pour your first cup of coffee, the quiet dread of another day of performance. Have you felt this too? This is the collapse of the old identity. The woman you were, the one who could run on fumes, who could silence her own needs for the sake of peace, who could tolerate the intolerable, she is dissolving. She served you for a time. She kept you safe. She helped you survive. But her contract is up. Her season is over. And now, you are left in the disorienting space between who you were and who you are becoming. Your body has become the ultimate truth teller in this process. It is the sacred vessel that holds the wisdom your mind tries to override. The tension in your shoulders is not just stress. It is the weight of unspoken truths. The knot in your stomach is not just anxiety. It is the protest against environments that starve your spirit. The fatigue that settles deep in your marrow is a somatic cry for rest, for realignment, for a life that energizes rather than depletes you. For years, you have been overriding its signals, pushing through the pain, ignoring the whispers. But the whispers have become screams. Your body is now refusing to cooperate with the betrayal of your soul. It understands what your conditioned mind does not. You cannot force alignment. You cannot fake aliveness. This resistance is not a weakness. It is a sacred boundary. It is your body's fierce, loving way of saying, "I will not carry you any further in this direction. This is not our path." It is a holy rebellion against the tyranny of should, and a powerful surrender to the truth of what is. This is not a call to chaos, not a demand to burn your life to the ground overnight. It is a gentle, yet firm invitation to begin the slow, deliberate work of returning home to yourself. The homecoming begins with honesty. It begins with admitting, if only to yourself in the dark, this is not working anymore. It is the courage to sit in the discomfort of the unknown, to allow the questions to surface without needing immediate answers. What if your purpose isn't a grand, singular calling, but a series of quiet, authentic choices made every single day? What if your value is not measured by your productivity, but by your presence? What if peace is the new metric for success? You look at your children, now grown or growing, and you see the years you poured into them, the love you gave so freely. It was beautiful, sacred work. But in the process, you misplaced pieces of yourself. You packed away your own dreams like old photographs, stored in an attic you rarely visit. The silence of an empty nest can be deafening. It's in this quiet that the forgotten parts of you begin to stir. The artist, the writer, the dancer, the seeker. The woman who existed before she was a wife, a mother, a professional. She is still there, waiting patiently for you to remember her. Your heart knows this truth. You are not just a caretaker, you are a creator. You are not just a manager of schedules and households. You are a vessel of divine wisdom. Reclaiming your life is not selfish. It is essential. It is the work you must do to live the second half of your life with intention and joy, not just obligation. It is about learning to mother yourself with the same tenderness you gave to others. It is about setting boundaries that honor your energy. It is about saying no so that your yes can be a full-body, soul-deep affirmation. You know another woman who is walking this same path in silence. Share this message with her, not just as a video, but as a quiet offering of understanding, from one lighthouse to another. This journey is not about finding a new you, but uncovering the real you. The one who has been buried under layers of expectations, conditioning, and the debris of other people's needs. This is an excavation of the soul. It is messy, it is painful, and it requires you to be willing to get your hands dirty. You will have to dig through the rubble of past heartbreaks, forgive yourself for the times you abandoned your own heart, and stand firm when the world tells you that you are being too sensitive, too dramatic, too much. But this isn't the whole story. Not yet. The excavation always leads to treasure. It leads to the unshakable truth of who you are beneath it all, worthy, whole, and free. You will begin to find joy in the small moments again, the warmth of the sun on your face during a quiet walk, the taste of a perfectly ripe strawberry, the sound of a song that makes you want to move your body. These are not distractions. They are anchor points. They are little breadcrumbs of grace, leading you back to the present moment, back to the sanctuary of your own being. The path forward is not a straight line. It is a spiral. You will circle back to old patterns. You will face the same fears again. But each time you will meet them from a higher place of consciousness, with more wisdom and more compassion for yourself. Trust the process. Trust the timing. You are not falling behind. You are not failing. You are unbecoming everything that isn't you, so you can finally, fully, become who you were meant to be. In a moment, I'll share the shift that turns this pain into peace, the prayer that can hold you through the storm. Let us enter a sacred space now. Find a quiet place where you can be undisturbed. If it is safe to do so, close your eyes. Place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your own breath. This breath has been your faithful companion since the moment you were born. It has been with you through every joy and every sorrow. Just for this moment, let it be your anchor. Let us begin. Divine love, infinite spirit, God of my own understanding, I come to you now not with demands, but with a surrendered heart. I am tired. I am so tired of holding it all together, of pretending to be strong when I feel like I am crumbling. I release the performance. I lay down the mask. I surrender the crushing weight of expectation, both from the world and from myself. I have been running for so long, chasing a version of success that has left my soul starving. I have been building a life that looks good from the outside, but feels empty from within. Today I stop running. Today I stop pretending. I allow myself to be right here, in the messy, uncomfortable, beautiful truth of this moment. I acknowledge the ache in my heart, the exhaustion in my bones, the quiet scream in my spirit. I honor this sacred dissatisfaction as a messenger, a guide, a holy call to return home. Forgive me for the times I have betrayed myself. Forgive me for the moments I silenced my own truth to keep the peace. Forgive me for treating my body like a machine and my heart like an inconvenience. I now choose to offer myself the same grace, the same compassion, the same unconditional love that I have so freely given to others. I am willing to befriend the woman I am, right now. The one who is both strong and fragile, wise and confused, healing and whole. I call back all the lost pieces of myself, the parts I abandoned in past relationships, the parts I sacrificed for my career, the parts I packed away to be a good mother, a good wife, a good daughter. I call them home now. I welcome them back into the sanctuary of my heart. I am creating a new inner landscape, one that is built on truth, not obligation, one that is nourished by peace, not productivity. I give myself permission to rest, deeply and without guilt. I give myself permission to feel, without judgment. I give myself permission to change, to evolve, to outgrow the life I once thought I wanted. I release the need to have all the answers. I release the fear of the unknown. I choose to trust the unfolding. I choose to believe that I am being guided, even when I cannot see the path. I affirm that my worth is inherent and unshakable. It is not tied to my accomplishments, my income, my relationship status, or the number on the scale. I am worthy simply because I am. I am a child of the divine, and my very existence is a miracle. Let this truth sink from my head into my heart, into every cell of my being. I am open to receiving the wisdom of my body. I will listen to its whispers so I do not have to hear its screams. I will honor its need for rest, for nourishment, for pleasure, for movement that feels like joy, not punishment. I am a vessel of light and love. I bless the life I have lived, for all its lessons and all its scars. The scars are not signs of damage, but maps of my survival, testaments to my resilience. They are the kintsugi of my soul, repaired with the gold of grace. And now, I bless the life that is waiting for me. A life that feels like truth. A life that feels like freedom. A life that feels like home. I am ready to become the woman I was born to be. I am ready to live a life that is not just seen, but felt. I am ready to wake up. And so it is. Amen. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly bring your awareness back to the space around you. Gently open your eyes. The prayer is not an end, but a beginning. It is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your renewed awareness. The path from this moment forward is not about making grand, dramatic gestures, but about taking small, consistent steps in the direction of your own truth. It's choosing to take a 5-minute walk instead of scrolling on your phone. It's saying no to a commitment that drains you. It's buying yourself flowers for no reason at all. These are not small things. They are revolutions. You are not broken. You are simply waking up. This ache, this discomfort, This feeling of being utterly lost, it is the beginning of everything real. It is the holy ground upon which you will build a life that truly belongs to you. Do not be afraid of the dismantling. The universe always removes what is false to make space for what is true. Trust the ache. Honor your energy. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate this tender season of transformation. You are not alone on this path. You are part of a silent, powerful tribe of women all over the world who are choosing to reclaim their lives, to honor their souls, and to remember their worth. You are a lighthouse in the storm, and your light is needed now more than ever. The world does not need another exhausted, burnt-out woman. It needs you, in your full, authentic, messy, beautiful aliveness. If your soul is calling for a consistent place of peace and remembrance, I invite you to subscribe and join our sanctuary. You don't have to walk this path alone. You are welcome here.